Good morning, class 11th Commerce. Welcome to economics period. Our lesson theory of supply is in progress. In my previous video, I explained change in quantity supply and change in supply, that is movement of supply and shift in supply. Movement of supply take place due to change in price of that commodity being other factor constant, and shift in supply take place due to change in factors other than price. Let us take one example of shift in supply. How does an increase in excise duty or a tax by the government will affect our supply curve? Okay, if excise duty or tax increases by the government, how it is going to affect our supply curve? Now, when excise duty a kind of production tax. On production, government charge a certain tax which is known as excise duty, though it is not there nowadays, because instead of all these excise duty, sales duty, we have GST, goods and service tax. But even if maybe excise duty or maybe GST increases, how it is going to affect the supply? In a very simple way, I will discuss with you. If excise duty or any tax increased or imposed by the government on the commodity, so what will happen, my dear? Our cost of production will increase. Is it or not? हमारी जो cost of production है वो बढ़ जाएगी, क्योंकि हमें ज़्यादा टैक्स देना पड़ेगा. And if cost of production increases, my profit margin will reduce. मेरा profit margin कम हो जाएगा. If my profit margin reduces, what will happen? What will I do? I will reduce the supply. So what is going to happen in this case? This is case number A. This is my original supply curve, OP, OS, and this is the supply curve here, SS. And when my profit margin reduces, I will reduce the supply also. So it will take, my dear friends, which shift? Leftward shift, S1, S1. This is known as decrease in supply or leftward shift. Because cost of production increases, due to increase in cost of production, if I want to maintain my profit, I have to increase the supply. What is the use? I have to increase the price, which is not possible, because later on it may affect my demand. So here, due to increase in cost of production, my profit margin reduces, so I will reduce the supply. Ready? Right? Number 2, B option. This was A. How does an advancement of technology is going to affect our supply? Advancement of technology means technology improved. If technology improved, it means my production efficiency increases, my production increases, my productivity increases. And when my productivity increases, what will happen here? My cost of production will reduce. जो प्रोड्यूस करने की जो कॉस्ट है वो क्या हो जाएगी? कम हो जाएगी. And if cost of production reduces, what will happen, my dear? My profit margin will increase. And if my profit margin will increase, I will supply more and more quantity. It means which shift will take place over here? Rightward shift. This is SS original. Now it will take rightward shift. It will take rightward shift. Now S1, S1. So this is known as, these are few cases of leftward shift and rightward shift. Here this leftward and rightward shift take place due to factor other than prices. Okay, now next topic in this chapter supply is price elasticity of supply. As we have discussed price elasticity of demand, it is similar to that. What is price elasticity of supply? It measures the percentage change in supply, quantity supply, due to percentage change in price. If my price increases or decreases by 10%, how much percentage of change is going to occur in supply? That is known as price elasticity of supply. And how to calculate price elasticity of supply? ES is equal to percentage change in price supply divided by percentage change in price. Percentage change in supply divided by percentage change in supply. This is known as price elasticity of supply. The next topic here is degrees or coefficient of price elasticity of supply. Degrees or coefficient. Here also, as we discussed in price elasticity of demand, we have 5 different coefficient or degrees. Number 1, perfectly inelastic supply. Inelastic means when change is less, and perfectly inelastic means when change is not there. What is it? When quantity supply remains same, it does not change at all, whether price increase or decreases, then it is known as perfectly inelastic supply. मेरी प्राइस बढ़े या कम हो जाए, when my supply remain constant, it remains same, then it is known as perfectly inelastic. When changes is not come, it means ES is equal to 0. Elasticity is not there at all. Let us present it with the help of a diagram. Here we are taking quantity supply, here price, here supply will remain constant. This is vertical to y-axis. Supply curve is vertical to y-axis. Whether price is OP, my supply is OQ. Whether price decreases from OP to OP1, my supply remains same. Even my price increase from OP to OP2, again my supply will remain same. This is known as perfectly inelastic supply. Second, perfectly elastic supply. What is the meaning of perfectly elastic supply? When supply of a commodity rises or falls at any extent means my supply can increase, even it may be unmeasurable. Unmeasurable means which cannot be measured, or falls at any extent means it may come to 0 without change in price. Without change in price means price remains same, or a small change in price. हो सकता है थोड़ा सा भी चेंज हो जाए प्राइस में, उस थोड़े से चेंज की वजह से माई सप्लाई ऑफ दैट कमोडिटी कैन गो अप टू एनी लिमिट. इट कैन इंक्रीज अप टू एनी लिमिट और इट मे बिकम 0. देन इट इज नोन एज perfectly elastic supply. And in this case, in case of perfectly elastic supply, my supply curve will be horizontal to x-axis. At my OP price, I can sell OP quantity, OP1, OP2 at any quantity, and here elasticity of supply is infinite because it cannot be measured. So this is the second degree of price elasticity of supply. Now let us go for third degree, which is known as unitary, elastic supply. Unitary elastic supply, third one, unitary elastic supply. When percentage change in demand, sorry, not in demand, my dear, in supply is equal to percentage change in price. If my price changes by 10% and my supply also changes by 10%, then in this situation it is known as unitary price elastic supply. Unitary elastic supply. Let us draw the diagram for it, my dears. This is OP/OQ. Now suppose my price increases from OP to OP1. Equal change we have to show over here. Equal change. With the scale you have to join. It will be easy for you in that case. So here both changes, change in supply and change in price will be same. I have drawn it with the free hand, that's why little bit change is there. So this is SS, and here ES will be equal to 1. Elastic supply will be equal to 1. Next, fourth one, greater than unitary supply. Greater than unitary supply or elastic supply. Elastic. What does it mean? It means when percentage change in supply is supply is greater than percentage change in price, then it is known as greater than unitary. ES is greater than 1. How it is? Let us draw the diagram here. So simple it is. Now here change in supply we have to show larger. OP, OP1, OQ, OQ1. Now if you see carefully, this is SS. Now you see change in price is this much, but change in supply is this much. Supply, change in supply. As I told the formula also, numerator is our change in supply. So numerator is greater than denominator, so definitely it is greater than 1. And the last case we are going to discuss is less than unitary or inelastic Here how to going to define, sir? When percentage change in supply is less than percentage change in price. Change in price ज़्यादा है, supply में कम है. तो here ES will be less than 1. Let us draw it with the help of diagram again, dears. This is original OP, OQ. Now here change in price will be more, but change in supply will be less. SS. You can check over here. Change in price is more and it is less. So it will be less than 1. So these are different degrees of price elasticity of supply. Thank you very much. Next we will do in next video.